So, we're finally here. Plains, the biome that I adore the most. It has one of the best building materials through all of Valheim. And this time I'm going all out on building a damn fine base that I could finally call my home. It will require a lot of resources, but believe me, it's worth a shot. I'm still coming up with a name for this place. And if you have any suggestions, leave a comment, how should I name it? So, without any hesitations, let's begin. Firstly, let's raise the wall for the main building by 6 blocks in total. And don't forget to follow the brick pattern, so it looks nice and neat. At this spot, I'm leaving a 2-block wide gap. This will be our entrance. It's really exhausting to jump up on walls, so let's put the floor down. I use ordinary stone, it suits the build, nothing too fancy. In order to prevent this from happening, just place the door. I'm trying to center them between the blocks by holding shift. This will give some depth to the build. It should look like this. Place a roof over and you're done. Just messing around. There's still a lot of building to do. Quick question. Do you enjoy watching me build and survive in these lands of Valheim? And if you do, subscribe to be notified about the latest projects. And boy, do I have some interesting stuff planned ahead. I'm trying to reach 1,000 followers by the end of the year. It's a difficult goal, but with your help I can reach it. So thank you in advance. And let's get back to the video. Couldn't decide on the entrance at first, probably will rebuild it later on. Let's leave it for that. Bear in mind, I don't plan these builds, they just go from the top of my head, and up there is something you can call chaos. So let's continue. Now we're going to use the dark wood arch to get that extra space for the second floor. And let it pop out from the base of the structure. Just need to align them like so. And place them around the perimeter. You should end up with something like this. We'll place some extras later. Put a 1x1 wooden floor around the perimeter. This should end up looking like this. Then, attach a 4-meter log pole on each end of the floors, like so. The extra dark wood arch is placed on the opposite sides of these ones. And don't forget to cover up the holes. Place a 1x1 wooden wall on the sides of every log pole so it connects with the arch. I'm placing them outwards to get that extra texture from the wooden planks. This will be our base for the windows. Cover up all the sections with some wood. And build an arch right here. This will be crucial for the building support. Something like that is fine. room layout will look like this. And the walls on the edges will separate our windows so we can put decorations. And the build won't be a huge window. Talking about windows, I've placed some arches facing each other like so. Even if you have no gaps or a 1 meter between them, they still will end up looking awesome. Almost forgot to place a 1x1 here. Now it looks better. To create an overhang and a base support for the roof, place some 1 meter beams on the end of the house. Do that for both sides and the walls, except the window part of course. This thing I'm snapping manually, because it doesn't want to obey my commands. Damn that rebellious piece of wood. The roof is simple to connect, and if you're struggling like me, place a 1 meter beam. And everything is straightforward from here. Place a row of half walls around the build. Otherwise there won't be enough support for the roof. When you get to this part, there will be a small problem. But don't panic, there's an easy fix to this. Place a 45-degree beam up against the wall, and that should do the trick. You can do it on the other side as well, just to calm down your inner perfectionist. Place this roof piece manually to get that cross shape and cover up all the holes. And what a great home will be without a fireplace. In my opinion, this is the best spot to place the hearth. That should do it. And that's how it should end up looking like. Let's go inside. The hearth is set, now let's get to the fun part. Walls. I'm just messing around with you. Let's just jump ahead. There is a lot of ways to upgrade your plain old wall. Personally, I prefer the spikes. There you go. Nothing says "stay out of my property" better than the spike wall by a spike wall. From the inside, to please your eye, add a half wall at the bottom of the wall. And a wooden beam to make it look even more dynamic. Almost forgot a half wall around the main house. And don't forget the beams. A couple of stones placed beneath the foundation and a nice looking porch. Place wooden poles under each arch and a second layer on each side to get that feeling of depth and support for the second floor. As well, 2 layers of wooden beams around the whole house for the same purpose. Some simple corners. So, the outside is finished. Now for the stairs. For the railings, I use signs. They're not that bulky as a standard beam, and they just give a great look to the whole thing. You can manually add some beams on top of the sign, but it's not necessary. The choice is up to you. The last thing, but the most important one, is to add windows. I use steel bars on each and every one of the frames. It just suits the whole style of the build pretty well. The main part is finished. I'll make some minor adjustments and decorate the place, and give you a quick tour around it. So, the main attractions for this place is the house. But, if you look around, there's a lot of free space to use your imagination on. Some furnaces and a small farm takes a big chunk, but it makes this place look alive. Made a small canopy for the stone cutter. Couldn't pick a better place to put it than outside. Placed half beams to make the support look even better. And who doesn't love barrels? Let me show you how it looks from the inside. In this section there's a small storage room with some small and medium chests on top. As well a couple of portals for your needs. A small and a comfortable kitchen with a max level that you can achieve in Plains. As well, I added this part to prevent the smoke from coming inside the house. The next one is the blacksmith, with some surtling heads on the walls. I've placed the furnace there cause it really suits the room. The second floor starts with a strategy room, and what a better way to show it than to put a cartography table. This is the dining/bedroom. Here you can grab a snack and have a nice rest before your battles. The last room is the armory, with lots of potions and weapons to spare for your upcoming journeys. And there you have it, a well-protected base with a cozy interior. So, I wanted to thank you for watching till the end. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be waiting for you in the next one.